Welcome back, party people. A quick video here about race questions. Last week we did the Newsella article, and then we did the race question after it. Same thing that we're going to do here. So what I've done is I went ahead and looked at some of those last week questions. I found some that I really, really liked, some that I thought were really good race questions, and went ahead and copied and pasted them in here to give you some examples to know what your race question should look like. Maybe if you didn't get a perfect 8 out of 8. So if we look at some of these, what I like about all of these is they did a really good job of explaining. And I think that's one thing that we all need to work on a little bit. And I've talked a lot about it in class too. Excuse me, is that when you explain, you can't just say, this is why she knows about sharks. Okay, got to tell us a little bit more. So if we look at these, restated the answer really well, had a good quote in there if you want to look at that. But let's focus on the explanation. This shows Ramsey has experience with sharks and their behavior. Great answer, great example there. Okay, let's look at the next one here. Quote, and a lot of you use the same quote for this one, and that was fine. That's kind of what I was looking for. This shows Ramsey has taken time out of her day to study sharks. Great answer. I love that one. How it kind of adds a little bit of extra there, and talks about how she takes time out of her day. I like that. This one here actually has two sentences, and in this first sentence for the explanation, it kind of tells us Ramsey teaches people how to act when they're encountering a shark in the water. So it tells a little bit about what she does, not only just the studying part, but also teaching. And then to sum it up, nice transition there, Ramsey is very passionate about sharks. Okay. So again, it tells us about how she studies and works a lot and is very passionate about it. So I like that one as well. And then for those of you that had the question about Professor Martz, this I thought was a good one because it kind of talks about how the climate, it mentions the climate, then it talks about the temperature and humidity in the quote there. And then for the explanation, it shows Professor Martz thinks that the tools won't be able to stay in their normal form when the climate changes. It's a great example because it's that connection between the answer and the quote that they use there. So those are just some things we need to work on a little bit, guys, when we do our race questions. We did a really good job the last time, but like I said, we just need to add a little bit more to those explanations. You've done a great job on your IXL as well. I'm really proud of you guys doing. Most of you have done that and got that completed, and I saw a lot of you got it done and got to your 100 in less than 10 minutes. So that's great. All right, so look for that race question to be shared with you here in Google Classroom soon, and that's it. I will see you when I see you guys.